The self is there from the very beginning. For some people, early experiences can bury their fundamental nature underneath trauma, grief, or shame. But as parents, there are things we can do to encourage that spark and keep it alive. During gestation, birth, and the early years, it is so important for us to connect with our children and to listen to who they are and what their purpose is. In this way, we can help them stay on their path as they grow. Saban Fu reminds us that in her culture, at every step along the way, the incoming child is honored, and things are done to make sure that they know that they are welcomed and wanted and needed.
All these different rituals are done to ensure that the spirit of a new coming child is kept intact. Birth is another excuse for the elders to do another welcoming. They put children of about 5 or 6 years old or so into a room next door, so that when the baby comes out and screams out the first cry, then all the children must respond to that cry, because it is like a coded message saying, "Hello, I am here. Anybody around?" And when the other children cry back, it is saying, "Yes, welcome. You have arrived at the right place."
You got a sister.
One of our basic needs is to be included, to be seen, to be heard, to be understood, and to know that someone cares enough about us, loves us enough, to be that tender with us, to listen.
You did a good job, Camillus. You did a good job, Camillus.
It is not simply the responsibility of the parents to receive the infant. It's important for the whole community to come forward and receive and welcome each child.
Our survival depends on us being able to connect with other people. Our capacity for relationship begins very early.
We value our independence in this nation so tremendously. And of course, nobody wants to be very dependent and codependent, but there's an interdependence that is the healthy way to be.
When you do not belong, when you don't feel embraced by a community, that actually is a reason to start your grief right there. And a lot of us walk around carrying grief on every part of our body, in every cell of ours, because we are invisible. We are not seen because the community has not embraced us for us to get out of our invisibility.
What we see is children trying to find a place for themselves, trying to be noticed, trying to have someone get who they are.
If the community doesn't come together and take true ownership of the lives of the youth that exist within that community, then when the option for a child is suffer through it in a world that is foreign and feels very harsh and negative to you, or enter into a community that may be unhealthy but is going to in its own way be there for you, the choice is going to be to find that community, even if it's a negative one.
That sense of belonging and that sense of home will only come if a community opens its arm and say, "Yes, we know who you are, and we want to welcome what you have to give and who you are." And at that point, we feel like something has overtaken us, and all of a sudden we belong.
This feeling of belonging is so important to everyone. Cutting-edge research is revealing that infants are awake and aware, and they know if they are wanted. They need a nurturing environment. They want to know that they are coming into a place where they belong, where they are loved, and where they can give their own love. We see the psychological damage in too many adults who are not met in this way, and who have spent their adult lives searching to heal their loss. If we offer babies and children a world that wants them, believes in them, and trusts them, if we change our own ideas about what babies want, about what people want, perhaps we can bring more hope, more love, and more healing into the world.